Hi everyone, and welcome back. This week we're talking all things GR3 and the Melbourne Cup. So join me as we take photos of drunk people on the lawn at the Melbourne Cup.
With Il Paradiso, Master of Reality just in front. Bauer Declare kicks. Bauer Declare's won it for Australia.
So for those of you that don't know what the Melbourne Cup is, it started in about 1860-ish, which makes it about 160 years old. It is a horse race run by thoroughbreds, very similar to the races at Royal Ascot in the UK and the Kentucky Derby. It's one of those races that stops a nation, aka it was heaps important in the Great Depression and is now an excuse for drunk bogans and aristocrats to get super hammered in the sun, which works for me because I also like getting drunk in the sun. Only this year I decided to take my little GR3 along with me and shoot the events of the day. So I began shooting the day at well after lunchtime, after I'd soaked in quite a few beers and a good chunk of self-loathing for the lols, and off I trod into general admin to take some shots. For the most part, I shot the little GR3 at about 1/500th or 1/1000th in shutter priority mode, and did the old snap focus from the hip, like kind of like this, like kind of like that ish. If you see my point. So it's so good. It's light. It's pocketable. It kind of falls into your pocket pretty easy. Like there it is in the pocket. Very simple, or slips into a suit jacket with no problems and relative ease. So what I did was just jogged around and took photos of anything that caught my eye, and I'm actually pretty happy with this set. Surprisingly, it's not as shit as I thought it would be. I did take quite a bit of inspiration from Martin Parr's luxury set that he produced for Magnum between 2003 and 2009. Not only because he shot at the Melbourne Cup for a short period, but because it kind of fit the mood. Martin Parr is one of those photographers that everyone kind of knows and has a very unique style. And I thought I'd try my best to kind of mimic his style and see if I could get some decent content. And I'm not hating the set, let me put it that way. I think it's a strong set, probably the best one that I've done all year. Anyways, Martin Parr shot the luxury set at race courses, extravagant events, and attempted to document the seamy underbelly of the rich and famous and what they get up to behind closed doors, and tried to just give us all a glimpse of what it's like to be ridiculously extravagant, but at the same time expose the kind of hilarious need for consumption, and that not everything is perfect behind the veil. And while I don't think I captured that exactly, I think that I was able to, at least through the photos, show you what it's like on the ground, despite the ground smelling like poop. So I quite like shooting with the Ricoh GR3. Typically I have it on black and white. So I don't mess up the highlights, and so that my shots aren't too contrasty. Even though I kind of destroy them with editing after the fact, it's still kind of fun to keep it on black and white and kind of make sure that the whites aren't super white and the blacks aren't super black. There's some argument to be, some sort of wanky argument, so to speak, that you don't really, that you do that so your eye is unobstructed, and nah, that's got nothing to do with it. For me, it just makes it easier to just not blow the highlights, so I can pull them back later and make sure that the shadows are okay. Other than that, it's just cooler, to be honest. So from there, I use shutter priority mode, which is what Pentax Ricoh called the TV mode, and I shoot it at typically snap focus, and I will set that snap focus to 1 meter. It works pretty well. If you set it to 1/1000th or even 500th, you get pretty good depth of field no matter what. It's 28mm lens, so it goes pretty far. Yeah, I was shooting in direct sunlight. It's got an inbuilt ND filter, so you don't have to worry about screwing in a filter. The one thing that's annoying with the GR3 though is the little cap thingy is so easy to come off. It comes off in my pocket. This is my second one already. I've already been through one, which was a sick all grey JC color, but now I'm back to the stock black, so I'm gonna have to buy another one, which is super annoying, by the way, Ricoh. If you can send me a free one, I would love that. Yeah, it handled pretty well in my little suit jacket and Hawaiian shirt. So yeah, I would recommend it for close quarters street shooting, even though this isn't really what you consider to be street shooting, so to speak. But yeah, it kind of works. So yeah, this is pretty much the last video for the year. Thank you ever so much for paying attention to my ramblings and whatnot. I appreciate the follows, and for some reason this channel is still going. I don't know why or where it's going, so I'm not going to do one of those lame channel update videos, but what I will do is say thank you for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.